Welcome to the fifth Community Bite podcast. I am your fearless leader, BCD.
I'm Vendetta with tentative better audio.
Mara.
Vulture.
Oh
It's
yeah,
Mara.
clearly, yeah. The
Just,
12-year-old,
just to
the
be-
12-year-old.
It's
Yeah, that's
clearly
been
Mara.
a point of debate for about a week now.
It's clearly
Okay,
Mara, not
whatever
Mara.
you want to go with.
Okay, so it's Mara, obviously. And we came back from hiatus because my computer broke, so we're back finally. Took us about a week to fix the whole thing.
Yeah,
So.
last week's didn't get posted, did it?
No, it didn't because I lost it. So
Ripperino.
Ripperino, yeah, I guess so.
Next week we should probably just
lot of-
introduce ourselves in top to bottom order.
True.
We
Yeah,
have
I guess so.
trouble doing that.
Yeah, if you're on Vendetta.
Well, I'm not saying specifically me,
That's fine.
but past couple of times.
No, I'm just joking. So a lot of shit
Yeah.
happened this week. A lot of shit. Overwatch
Oh.
obviously got released.
Yay, Overwatch.
Yay, Overwatch. And then, of course, you'll see Hedge in the chat say, fuck Overwatch. Let's
Hedge
see
is
if it's
just
there.
he's jealous that
Yeah,
he can't
He's
afford it
complaining
or
about
play it.
Yeah, he is jealous. I can tell.
There's the salt.
Yeah, so much salt. But so how's everyone
I'm
feeling?
enjoying it a lot. I thought
Yeah,
it was going to be like pointless game, and then I tried the beta, and then I pre-ordered it.
Yeah, it's usually what happens.
Yeah, I really didn't expect much out of it until the beta.
Yeah, I think it's like if you have a solid
Yeah.
group to play with, but I mean that's any team-based game, I guess. But with like a solid group, it's the best.
Yeah.
Yes, sorry, that's me.
Yeah. So, that's fine. We'll be doing a review tomorrow, and that should be up tomorrow the same day. So we'll be recording that tomorrow.
Cool.
So be excited for that, I guess. But the biggest thing, the thing that I care about the most, which I really don't, because it's Marvel. 'cause who gives a
Excuse
shit
me,
about Marvel?
Marvel's amazing.
I could take it or leave it.
It's not. It's not though. Because
I don't
DC is
really
the
care
best. It's all
about DC.
Batman. It's
Like,
all
I
about
just don't
Superman.
watch it or follow it. But I am excited for Suicide Squad. That's one DC thing. That
Yes, very excited. But in comic
Okay.
book world, not in stupid movie world.
I don't know. The best superhero movies are still the Nolan Batman films, if you ask me.
Oh, obviously. So Captain America just, yells "Hail Hydra" out of nowhere, just like it's some stupid meme. And so apparently he's evil now. And he's been a Hydra agent this whole time. And to me, my opinion on it, me and Josh Orianalis got into it. No, I mean, not got into it, but we had a good discussion about it, so to
Yeah.
speak.
Yeah.
Let me take
And
this time to fix my mic.
all right, and so
We can just edit this out.
we talked about it, how I can't, but that's
Can't
fine.
just use that. There we go.
No. So, I'm not a big fan of Captain America just, saying "Hail Hydra." Like, I don't like him
Yeah,
going
I-
evil that way. Like,
did you
falling
see
that
the
way.
like? There's the IGN thing because I always watch the like Snapchat thing, and it talked about the comic book thing, and it said that there was some point where there was someone in the comic that made it look like they might have changed the timeline or something, so it's not the like real.
Yeah, it's a
Captain
different
America.
universe. Like, didn't they reboot all of them into like a different universe in the New 52? Yeah, that's DC.
Oh, that's DC.
Yeah, I just thought that they do that.
Yeah, I will say Rebirth. I will give my, people don't like me talking about DC, so I will give my 5-second DC plug. Watch, go read Rebirth. Rebirth is actually pretty good. I mean, the way they retcon.
I need to
it
get
all
into
and stuff.
comic
It was
books.
actually pretty good.
Yeah,
That's
I've always
what-
thought
like-
about it, but I've never seen like a cheap way to do it.
Torrent them.
Amazon has a pretty good way. Amazon has a good way. It's called like comics or like comics with an X,
Right.
and they do it pretty well. It's like kind of cheap.
And then a lot of
It's like a
and
subscription
then a lot of
service.
local comic book shops will have have sales where you're at pretty often too. So
Yeah, because I think I know of like one comic book shop, but I don't know how far it is from me.
Yeah, I have one.
I do have a
my
gaming
place,
shop,
too.
but I don't have like a comic book shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, comic books. We'll get into that later, like the state of comic books. But I was just saying, I'm not a big fan of Captain America going evil in the way that they're doing it, in a sense where he's going evil to the bad
It
side.
doesn't make sense with his character, I feel like.
I mean, it's a pretty standard plot twist, but it doesn't fit.
Yeah,
very dumb plot twist.
Yeah, like
the double cross.
Sorry, go ahead.
That's absolutely it's like a little cliche.
Yeah. But like what I was giving as an example of a good way of turning a Boy Scout bad is Superman in God. Injustice,
that was
Gods
a
Among
good
Us,
way.
where he didn't necessarily go bad, but like he just like he took the step over like to the shadier side. Hello?
Over and said, I'm gonna be Hydra now for like a really good reason, other than we want to sell some comic books. Fuck you guys.
That's why you do like character development. You you change somebody's opinions on something and you give conflict, like inner conflict. And this is in inner conflict. It's just, we switched it up on you. Spooky. Yeah.
Spooky, too spooky. So yeah, it's this is his thing, and I think we're gonna have to suck it up.
It's
as me as a comic book fan,
it's not gonna last long. I think
they'll do
a lot of there'll be a lot of initial sales, but after that, it's gonna drop off, and there's such a negative reaction.
Is this Captain America Steve Rogers? Because I know for a fact that I remember that Steve Rogers died earlier, and then he was replaced by somebody, wasn't he?
Sam Wilson. He was replaced by Sam Wilson.
Yeah.
The Falcon, for those who don't know who that is. Who's like literally the worst superhero of all time.
He has this little flying thing.
He has robot wings and he's
got his little the little thing that flies around that he can like.
Oh yeah, Mara just.
That's kind of why I don't like
the
new movies, is because they try to put importance on characters that are just kind of like they're not interesting. Like Black Widow, she doesn't seem interesting to me. She's just kind of there.
She's an interesting comic book character when she has like mini series of sorts.
I know a lot of people.
She's a very good supporting character.
Are we talking about Black Widow? Oh yeah. We talked about this, I think, once. Is Black Widow's
people
solo
movie?
Is it gonna be a thing? Oh
yeah, it's a thing officially. There's Marvel announced. I think it's after the Spider-Man.
So are they gonna do Spider-Man based on the way they portrayed him in Civil War?
Yeah, with Marvel's, they get full control. So, but yeah, it should be interesting. That's for sure. Black Widow's. I agree with you guys that Black Widow, as a whole, is just like she's a very complimentary character.
And that's exactly.
But of course, people.
That's exactly what Sam Wilson is a supporting hero, not a.
I wouldn't. If they made one just about Sam Wilson, or like Falcon, whatever, I'd be very confused and concerned as to how they could do that.
I will say though, the Falcon's cameo in Ant-Man is probably the worst cameo.
In Ant-Man?
Like, yeah, he in Ant-Man 1, he like fights
Ant-Man.
He fights Ant-Man in the Avengers.
It was weirdly placed.
So it was just like, oh, this is a thing. You're part of the Marvel universe. We have to confirm that.
It was definitely their way of introducing him into their saying, "Hey, this is going to be your connection to the Avengers, and welcome into Civil War, because he just happened to be a guy who can disconnect them from this magnet."
By the way, quick plug. Go watch our Civil War review on the Community channel. Go watch that. Go do that. Not now.
Afterward.
But finish this video. finish his video,
and then go watch
and
our
then
other review
after,
that's going to be
you're like,
posted
hey.
tomorrow.
Yeah, and then watch our other review of Overwatch, because everyone's playing Overwatch except Tej. He's literally the only person not playing Overwatch.
And me.
Yeah, so the state of comic books, they always, comic books always do this. They always do something drastic.
Well, you got to keep it interesting. Comic books, they've lost a lot
gain
of their
attention.
audience
No,
over
they do it
the
to gain
past
attention.
couple decades. So I would say the same, to stay relevant, they got to be more interesting than they used to be.
Well, without getting too political, too, Marvel has been doing a lot of fan service with
Yeah, I know what you mean.
their comics. So,
to me, that kind of feels what the whole movie universe is. It's just kind of like, you wanted all the superheroes to get together, let's make a whole big movies about it.
Well, those feel definitely planned, but those feel definitely planned. Like the movies feel mapped out, but I do feel like comic books have been very fan servicey, tons of characters. So we'll see how that ends up going.
Yeah, I'm interested to see where they take it in the next 5 to 10 years when they start, I don't know, running out of interesting characters to use. And if they just start doing whole collaboration movies.
Well, that's what
they're trying to put. What are they going to do?
They're trying to put as many people together as they can in movies now. It seems like everyone's trying to cross everything over. And
yeah.
Well, all of their main
Vendetta.
Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry. See, Vendetta, you say that people are going to drop out. No one's going to drop out. They're making Downey Jr.'s making too much money to drop
Wolverine,
wasn't there a whole debacle a couple movies ago where he wasn't going to come back unless they paid everybody else? Yeah, it was a long time.
Yeah, but now that's all.
Yeah. Well, Evans isn't coming back,
and they're making.
It's more saying it's not immune to its own its own weight, I guess you could say.
They're making $1 billion per movie. They can definitely pay their actors.
Wait, Vulture, what were you saying?
Chris Evans, he's read a Rolling Stone article about 2, maybe 3 weeks ago. He's done. They had to bump up his paycheck this time to re-sign to get him to come back to do Civil War. And now after they do the Infinity Wars, he says that he's out.
So he will be in Infinity Wars, and then that's it?
Yeah, I mean, we'll see how that goes, but he wants to get into directing. He says that he has a lot of anxiety and stuff like that. So,
because no one
I will say something. Can I just say, this is a little disrespectful to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but I will say, after Infinity Wars, who gives a shit?
Is that a high point in the comics?
I mean, it doesn't matter. It's like the thing. Yeah. It's like the climax.
It's the shark.
And after that, all those stories are not going to matter. After that, all those stories are not going to matter. They can intertwine. They can change Iron Man if they want to. After that, they can do whatever the hell they want.
So we could get off of comic book news and head to more RT-related news, as we are a community podcast.
Yeah.
Kind of funny live.
Yeah, what do you want to bring up? Kind of funny live. I heard it was fucking ridiculous, according to some people in the chat here. I've heard it's think of the most yes, good ridiculous, but I don't know how. I'm a huge Kind of Funny fan. So,
I don't follow them.
I enjoy Greg.
Did you say it went well or not?
I think it's been a resounding positive reviews of Kind of Funny Live too, and they got the person. I will because I've been on Twitter. I'm trying not to spoil it for myself, waiting for the video to come out, but apparently they got I'm sure you guys are well aware of the thong song.
I've heard of it, but I've never listened to it.
The thong song. The thong song is quite a popular song in the 90s and early 2000s, I believe. They got the guy who sang the thong song on to Kind of Funny Live too.
Who do you go to?
That's fucking legendary. Cisco, that's the guy who made the song. They said, "Hey, Cisco, come to Kind of Funny Live too, and let's and they all 4 or 5 of them, they're all singing the thong song with them. I was like, oh, that's such a legendary moment right there.
And well, if we've seen that go well, we've still got Let's Play Live 2 coming up again as well.
Yeah, that's right after.
I want to know how well that goes to get sold this time around.
Yeah. I think I remember hearing the first one sold out pretty well, and I can understand because it's a new thing, and people would be excited over it.
They didn't make money on it, though, apparently. Ghost said they didn't make money.
That doesn't surprise me.
It costs a lot of money to do stuff like that.
Yeah. But I'm thinking that a lot of people, and I mean, this might just be a small fraction of the community, because us alone are kind of, like, we don't really, we're generally on Discord, we're pretty supportive. But I do know that on YouTube and like Tumblr and on the website itself, that there are a lot of people who are just, I don't care about Cow Chop, I don't care about Kind of Funny. And so when you say Let's Play Live, well, that means all of the Let's Play family. How did those people react? Like, would they have bought tickets this time?
Honestly, there's people, I mean, it's, Let's Play, the channel's not meant to bring Rooster Teeth more audiences. It's meant to just be like known as the place where you go find Let's Plays. Like, that's what it's supposed to be for. So necessarily, like, and it's facilitated by Rooster Teeth, like that they're in charge of that. And so I feel like Let's Play Live is like, oh, that's where you can go find Cow Chop, and that's where because Cow Chop will never do a live event by themselves.
Not like, they'll never with what they used to have now.
No, the creatures as well. They'll never do a live show by themselves. They'll go to live events, but they won't do a live show. Rooster Let's Play obviously did by themselves, but I mean, that was like after
how many years Let's Play like achievement. Those are big groups.
Yeah,
like well known.
Yeah, and like honestly, Funhouse does podcast live, not necessarily the gameplays live. But that's because they're facilitated by Rooster Teeth and they help them out.
Yeah, I can see a lot of smaller things like how Funhouse do those podcasts. If I lived in the area, I'd absolutely go to stuff like that.
Guys, we have an announcement. Community Bite is now a part of the Let's Play family.
Right here on the podcast. To all of you 6 listeners.
You hear it here first. To all of you,
thank you for
6
being
listeners.
Here for the announcement.
We're making that YouTube money.
We've been picked up by a network.
No, I'm joking. Yeah, we got picked up by the people who, we got picked up by the people who fired GameTrailers.com.
Anything else we want to talk about RT related? We could talk about their D&D production now.
I still haven't finished that.
Yeah,
I have not finished it either.
I kind of want to just wait until they do their main one. I don't really know if I'd care to watch just this little.
Yeah, is this going to continue? Is this going to be like this test episode?
That's like a contained one. Thing? Like if they do more, they're going to actually make their own characters. This one was just like a test / learning, I think.
I feel like it could have been more enjoyable if they had created their own characters.
Yeah, exactly.
I understand why they wouldn't.
Well, they will. They will.
Yeah. Frank said that they had all made their own characters, and he had wrote out everything. So.
Oh man, their backstories is gonna be fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, if they go by stuff like their
Jet's backstory,
like internet personas, it'd be really, really interesting to see how they work together.
I'd be interested in what Michael would create. Like, I feel like he'd make the most weird, like
probably a barbarian,
random.
Probably like Link.
Well, if he goes by Mogart, then I would like 5e at least. I'd say a barbarian.
Oh, true.
Yeah, well, it should be interesting. I mean, there's so much stuff like this summer that's gonna happen, and it's ridiculous to see.
I'm excited for Camp.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty excited for
that. They gave the trailer out for that, and that looks like because the teaser trailer wasn't like
it didn't really convey much of what it was going to be.
Yeah, but the trailer, you're like, oh, this is like these little kids are like saying, fuck shit,
you can tell it's definitely Rooster Teeth production, but it looks.
Well, no, I read the article that that someone did. I can't think of the article.
Yeah, I think I read that article too. If you're thinking the same one as I am.
Yeah, they said it was like South Park-ish. I was like, that's
I heard other people
perfect.
say
like,
that they didn't feel the same way about it just because it was animated kids who act more like adults. But I understand where the comparison is coming from.
Yeah, it's this summer and then this summer and this fall it's gonna be ridiculous.
They lined up a lot of things for this summer.
And in the fall too. In the fall, there's a lot of stuff too, like Crunch.
Oh yeah, and then we get Ruby in the fall as well. That's the live action thing they're working on with like the people. Oh,
well, they're done with it.
I bet they probably filmed it already.
Yeah. So that.
Oh yeah, they gave us a release date on day 5 too as well.
Oh, true. Yeah. What?
Yeah, which is in June.
What exactly is the day 5 thing? Or I can't really tell from like.
Oh, you must be a noob. Yeah, you must be a noob.
Well, I like watched the
back in like 2012, 2011. They mentioned that they did a shoot at the second RTX for something called Day 5.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely new to the RTX.
And they laid out the premise of that: if you fall asleep, you die. And everyone was like, "Yeah, that sounds cool." And then it just wasn't mentioned again. Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, and they were like, "It's coming," and everyone was like, "When is it coming?" And they just kept, "It's coming, guys. It's coming." I think they shipped it out to Netflix and HBO and saying, "Hey, like this could be a thing," and no one was biting, and they're like, "Fuck it, we'll do it
I think they definitely waited until the full screen.
And then Laser Team.
Well, I think full screen made it possible that they could do it themselves, but like now they're not shipping
Laser
it to
Team's
other
coming
people.
out on DVD.
Oh, I have a friend
I'm hoping someone gets it for me for my birthday because my birthday is in August.
We have a friend who got it on the Kickstarter.
Shout out to Peter.
Blu-ray. We still
Peter, get it for her birthday.
At least on the Blu-ray.
The Blu-ray for what?
For Laser Team. We went and saw it in theaters.
Oh, okay.
We haven't watched it since.
So I will say, Laser Team, I think, it's a little old, so I've never really wanted to talk about it since we started this podcast. As a first movie by a production company, it's fantastic.
For a first time, yeah.
It's like...
I would say it's the best not so much that they made a good movie, but that they accomplished what they set out to do. And they made like a B campy movie for their audience.
Yeah, they didn't make like the quality that theater mode watches, so that's good.
Yeah, at least it was that.
Yeah, of course that's good. But like as a first movie ever by a production company, that's a fantastic first ever.
Do they plan on doing more stuff like that? Do you think?
I would assume they would plan on it, not necessarily announce it to us.
Well, if you look at the $1 million Kickstarter,
I wonder what that would have been.
They are at the $1 million. No, it's would be because they're making it. They're gonna make it. Yeah, it's like $1 million. They would do it.
But then we have to reach all the other goals first, don't we?
We already have.
What they do?
Well, they had all those goals laid out.
I think
I know one really all along the stretch was that we'll make a movie based off of this.
How would you do a movie out of $1 million budget?
I assume it would be somebody
they'll figure it out. They'll figure it out.
And then learns to live with it, or
maybe it's like some guy.
I shouldn't have done this.
He walks around and he's like, "Oh, I want $1 million," and they're like, "But," and he's like, "Yeah, totally, I'm fine with that."
Yeah, kind of like a deal with the devil.
20 things.
Yeah, they just make him go through shitty. They make him go through shitty.
No, my favorite thing for $1 million, but that was the glow in the dark,
glow in the dark
or whatever. And then it was just
based on that.
That's not a joking matter. It's a very
it's like a hue light. And then
why would you laugh at him, Mara?
Yeah, it's a very serious disease. It's almost as bad as lupus.
They were like dancing.
Shout out to the Gregory House reference right there.
It'd be a conversation starter.
Gotta love Gregory House. Look, I have a glow in the dark.
I feel like that would show through your pants, though.
It depends on what pants. If you have white.
Well, that's the point.
And then go to a dark place.
Okay, Mara.
See, no, that'd be the cool thing. You wear neon
when
pants.
This is over, put a flashlight in your pants. It will show through the denim.
Okay, let's not
get a glow stick.
Get a glow stick. No, this is what you do. It depends what the color is, but if you get if it's like a regular color, like a light bulb color, you get like neon pants, and so
you just
you
have
just like would have
like
a neon
a rave pants.
You just rave pants. Let's look. Let me go to Kickstarter right now. Rave
copyright
pants.
that real quick for me.
Get some
trademarked
LED.
under the community.
That's trademarked. Yeah. So moving on from that, great talk. Speaking of Gregory House, because Gregory House is legendary. I was thinking about today. What were some of my guilty pleasures of life and media of sorts? Because I was watching Independence Day, and it's the best shitty movie of all time. And I can't wait for the sequel, because it's going to be another great shitty movie of all time. I was thinking of House. House is such a good show.
I have seen a couple episodes of House, and I've never been roped.
I will admit, season 1 of House is prime. Season 1 of House is the prime of television. It's the apex of television,
really?
So to speak.
Is it
Yes.
it really a guilty pleasure then? If it wasn't it like critically acclaimed?
Yeah, is something something critically acclaimed be a guilty pleasure?
I don't think House after season 1 is
I'd go so far as to say
acclaimed. Like it became a soap opera.
Independence Day can't be a guilty pleasure then.
What?
I have yet to meet somebody who has said something bad about it.
Yeah, I thought that was like a really well-known, like looked up upon type movie.
Yeah, it's just kind of like a general good movie.
I'd say it was like the birth of shitty summer blockbusters.
I would say Star Wars more would be something like that. Even though it wasn't bad, but it started the trend. Like we're gonna put.
No, well, if we were really going that far back, I'd say Jaws. It's Jaws then. But what are your guys? Since my guilty pleasures don't count, what are some of your guilty pleasures of life, of life and media?
Maybe anime, maybe. I don't usually feel guilty.
Anime
yes. Anything with Zac Efron.
Zac Efron, Zac Efron is a god.
Zac Efron. I always have since 2006. There was a chunk of time I didn't like him though.
So anime, you'd say?
A certain type of facial hair he had once. I can't remember what it was. I just remember not liking his facial hair when I was in like middle school.
Yeah, but now he's got the dad thing going. Or like, over 27 vibe, I guess, or something. I don't know. I
watch anything that he's in.
I don't care.
So excited to watch Neighbors 2 in the Mike and Dave's wedding, whatever. Mike and Dave's wedding. The four main actors are all great. Like,
yeah, I mean, they're all meant to play with each other. If that makes any sense. Like Aubrey Plaza and Anna Kendrick are just
I
meant
love them
to
both
be together.
so much. Like Parks and Rec, Pitch Perfect.
Like I see, like when I explain like Aubrey Plaza, because Anna Kendrick I feel like is more famous than Aubrey Plaza. So I said Aubrey Plaza is like the negative version.
Yeah. I can see that. I know what you mean.
Is she the girl that was in Parks and Rec?
Yeah, she was like the intern.
Yeah, she was just like the girl that hates everyone.
Importantly, she was the girl who played Grumpy Cat in the Lifetime movie of Grumpy Cat.
Oh my god.
Did that exist? Does that exist?
That existed, and it was awful.
I saw a kid who had a Grumpy Cat stuffed animal the other day.
Is that one of your guilty pleasures? Vulture?
No.
Maybe
Grumpy
memes
Cat?
are my guilty pleasure.
No
Memes are a work
memes.
of art.
No memes. Absolutely no memes. No, Vulture, stop it. Vulture, I will. Okay, hold on one second.
You never be ashamed of dank memes. It'd have to be like real memes.
I'm gonna go put a roll on Vulture right now that says that she's married to Adams.
When did the divorce papers go through?
He hasn't signed
No, the
them.
divorce papers will never.
Hedge is representing him, isn't he?
Hedge will throw your that's absolutely not. Hedge will throw your case into the trash. No, man, what a beautiful couple. Vulture and Adams.
The joke around. I was like, yeah, Hedge, I'm representing his wife, and then like made up a second tier of the joke.
He doesn't
so it's like depends who gets on that is like on the same page on what's going on with the sign the papers thing.
Now has Badams weighed in on this? I have not seen him weigh in.
Yes.
Oh, I sleep with Adams.
Oh yeah, I
night,
forgot
so,
he
because
is cheating.
Vulture doesn't treat him well. Tess, you just don't treat him well. Like I treat him so well.
Nobody likes.
You just don't treat him well, Vulture.
I told him that we should get a divorce because I won't be able to treat him the same way that you do.
I know. I just make him so happy. That's all. Except I make everyone happy. I'll literally sleep with anyone.
I don't know.
Chat,
You
so.
and Badams do kind of argue like a married couple, especially your characters.
I will say, yeah. Our D&D started this week, and that's I might do a weekly update.
Yeah, I've heard Hedge talk to me about recording it.
I think that's a good idea.
And then
I've
also had Deacon
approach
me and ask me about doing one for him and maybe recording that.
It's going to be really confusing with that in episode 1.
Well, Critical Role did it like that. They just kind of slyly introduced it. Yeah,
went with it.
I mean, if you do a little saying what happened in the first one and then just move on and ignore the fact that we didn't record.
We definitely have to do a couple of tests. Definitely have to get things.
Yeah.
I agree.
So far, you haven't left the first dungeon.
We're still beginning bits, and since we're still figuring everything out, and like you said, you're trying to figure out how to do everything's health and stuff like that.
And once you get to level 2, it only gets even more complicated because all of your classes have little nuances to start at level 2.
Mm.
I also will say, okay, so pretty much the big things from our D&D.
That is
pew pew
campaign.
That is the party
name. Fuck boys, pew pew. I will say, it's Badams and I are.
By Doom's own doing. In the interest of continuing the story, I should say.
See, the thing is, it's so funny is that everyone was having bad rolls that night, and then when right at the end, of course, Doom has
he rolls
the best
a
roll of the evening
that I determined that he could grapple you, and then he rolled a high damage on the D4, so I just considered you unconscious. I maybe should have had you roll like a dexterity check to get away from it, but
but
we had to get moving, so I was kind of just like. Let's end it here.
Wait, so did we end up taking all the gold, or
so far? I think somebody.
Well, we haven't decided that.
If you leave, I will assume somebody took it.
I think Doom
because that's what the whole debate was about, right?
And
that was what the whole debate was about.
Yeah, and I think
maybe
we might have left it in there to be
tell
honest.
the audience
just
that
forgot
you found a little girl instead of a chest, instead of just saying you got the girl.
Yeah, well, I did. I mean, I always get the girl.
This was
let's be honest,
7-year-old girl.
Let's be honest here.
So, I hope you don't get that girl.
So, yeah. This is my first experience starting D&D
I've never
from the start. I started D&D in the middle.
Well, this is my first.
It's very exciting.
I'm super happy.
Vendetta.
So, I'm still kind of poking my way through it.
Yeah, so Vendetta, you're doing a stellar job so far. I will tell you,
I want
job,
people
so
to be able to approach me and comment and ask questions and criticize. And if you can't do that, then we're not working together.
Yeah.
We can lead the new RT D&D Discord and be like, we're the first campaign, so we're the best campaign.
Yeah, the thing is, we had a whole Discord server to use for us, and then out of the blue, another one pops up and is now the official D&D server for this community server.
Yeah,
so I think we may move over to there.
Yeah.
I'm heading out of here at 10:30.
Would we still have all the nicknames the way that we did it, do you think?
I don't think you will, but you can add them in the next one anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who's gonna be there?
Tommy and Will.
They're coming here.
Yeah.
And then they're going over there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
You're gonna go to the side door?
BC did edit that
Sorry
out.
about that. Sorry.
Yeah, so back to what we were talking about. What we may do is move over to the new one. Especially since whoever admins the other one, Dairy Pro, he made me special Dungeon Master class.
Okay.
In the server. So I feel all so special. I even have a red little title name. It's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute.
Oh,
you're just like Omar on here.
We should there should be a section for all the different campaigns. So we could have one where we all have the title of the Fuck Boys.
Oh yeah, that's
just a chunk of that.
Oh god. Oh, god.
You just look to the side and you just see Fuck Boys.
This is getting too personal. Because no one else knows what the fuck we're talking
Unless
about.
they're, losers like us.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Vulture. So, should we move on to your topic?
Yeah, hold on 1 second. I'm having issues.
So you're Deadpool.
Oh, okay. Well, then, Meryl will go to your topic.
What is her topic?
Oh.
What? Oh, you said me?
Mara.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That is your name.
Yeah.
Oh, obviously. Yeah.
Mara,
no,
whatever.
but so at prom, about a week ago, I think.
Exciting.
And at prom, I was with like my friends, and we look over and we see this kid who looks like he's having a seizure, right? And so we're like, okay, maybe we should do something. But I was like, okay, no, it's fine. Like, there's a friend who like has the phone out or whatever, so maybe they're like calling the ambulance or something. But then it turns out they weren't, because a couple minutes later they're all just handing him water. But clearly that's not going to help because he's like having a seizure. So we ran and like got some of the adults or whatever. And then later, my best friend knew some of the people that were in his group, and it turns out he overdosed on Molly and Xanax.
That's not smart.
Yeah. I'm not even at a school that's like that. Like, I mean, I know that a lot of people like smoke weed, I think, and stuff, but it's not like I'm in a bad area. Xanax is like an antidepressant, I think, and anti-anxiety.
I know.
Yeah, it's an upper.
But
yeah.
I don't know about you, but around here we have a pretty big heroin problem. And they actually they pulled us in they called all the seniors in, and they were like, "Yeah, heroin, it's super cheap. Don't do it.
Stop doing your heroin."
We're like, "Really? It's really cheap? You don't say." I may just want to try that.
Yeah. Well, heroin and as an economic.
Yeah, it's
economically, heroin is the best for your buck. It's the best.
Now, do you for prom have a big show where they pull all the people going to prom out, and they have like a car crash like little act?
Oh well, I know we had a thing. It was about texting and driving though. It wasn't about prom, but there was a thing where we had like a ruined car in front of the school, and then we had an assembly, and we all signed this paper saying we won't text and drive.
Yeah. See, at our school, what they do is every year they do that. They do that like wrecked car in front of the school too.
So innocent.
But every year they put on this little show where they call the seniors out, and they stick them out in front of the building, and they call the fire department, and they call like the life flight helicopter, and they act it out like someone got in a drunk driving accident. Then they pull everyone inside, and they hold the fake funeral. And you should feel bad because they did this, so don't do it. And it's like, well, I mean, I don't know who you're pandering to.
Don't do drugs.
I didn't go to prom, so.
Okay. Oh.
I wouldn't want to go to prom with you anyways, BCD.
Oh, wow. Jeez.
Nah, I'd rather Vulture's feedback solution.
Thanks, guys.
We need you. No, thank you, Hedge. I will not go to prom with you.
Yeah.
I just like, I like just like spending time with my best friends and stuff, and like taking pictures with them, and and then the photo booth was pretty lit. Yeah.
Pretty lit?
Yeah.
Is that what the kids say?
I don't usually use slang, but when I do, it's.
I try to be a little bit more eloquent than that.
Most of the time, like someone will use a slang term, and I'm just very confused and don't even think they're speaking English. Like, there's like
okay.
Apparently, it's only in this area that it's used, but the word "sice." I remember when I first
never heard of that.
Yeah, I think it's like a DC area thing, but it's like you'd ask someone what it means, and they'd be like, "I don't know really how to say it. You just know it." And I'm just like, but now I think I know. So it's like sometimes people would be like, "Hey, yo, can you like sice me a pencil?" And so it's like you're like getting something, but also if you like are supposed to have No, but then you're supposed to like let's say I don't know what it is because like let's say you're supposed to like have SICE maybe
SICE
like that. It's on like Urban Dictionary. It means like excitement or something, I think, according to that. And it says it's like a DC slang term. But like if you're supposed to have a test and then you don't, you'd be like, "Oh, that's such a sice."
What? Urban Dictionary defines it as to over-exaggerate, used in DC slang.
Yeah.
So I guess it is a DC area thing.
Yeah, I didn't realize that, and then I looked up on Urban Dictionary to try to figure it out, and then it said like DC sign.
Moral of the story: don't do what kids do because kids are
Don't
stupid.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm done.
Longer.
I'm done.
Longer.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
A little
No, you're
under a
done
month.
now.
I graduated.
You should be done now.
I'm done.
I have till June 23rd.
Jeez, really that late?
Yeah, because we start late. We always start the day after the day after Labor Day.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm in senior experience right now, so I'm not even really going to school. I'm just working with a 5th grade teacher and going to an elementary school, so it's fun.
Yeah, so our senior experience is leave just at noon, and then you get out 2 weeks earlier than everyone else. And then they do lots of little activities for the people who actually care about school.
Oh yeah.
Not me.
Yeah. Okay.
Nobody.
So you just saying.
I think Hedge does a little.
Nobody.
Maybe a little.
Yeah, Hedge. Well, Hedge is just like me. He will slut out for anyone.
Gotta care about your DM a little.
Getting called out.
Yeah. So, Vendetta, do you want to move to your topic? Oh, no, nothing. No, obviously nothing.
I said earlier, so I got through my topic.
Oh, damn. Okay. Vulture, are you good? Or?
She is deafened in
How about those Disney Channel original movies on that marathon? What did you just say?
I said boo.
Excuse me. They are playing Smart House tomorrow and High School Musical.
Gross.
And then on the 21st, there's going to be Luck of the Irish.
Never heard
one
of
of the best movies.
Luck of the Irish is classic. Luck of the Irish.
I was trying to tell my friend in Ireland to watch it because it literally, the accent they do in the movie is exactly his. And I think it's...
So what you're saying is it's stereotypical.
Yeah, it's really bad. Like, all really old Disney Channel original movies are really crappy, but they're just classic.
So you'd say it's a guilty pleasure of yours?
Yeah, probably. No. Okay, the kids, after they took there's the standardized test or whatever for the state, the SOLs, and after they finished taking it, we were watching High School Musical, and the kids were split. They're like they're 5th graders, so they're like 10, 11 years old, and so the class was split. Some kids were like, "Oh my gosh, that is my favorite movie ever," and then there were other kids who were like, "What is this movie?" And this one girl goes, "How old is this movie?" She's like, "It looks so old," and I was like, "It's only," and then I stopped myself because I was like, "Wait, it's 10 years old, and they are like 10 years old."
Yeah.
Like, they're the same age as the movie.
And then you realized.
It was crazy. But I loved the kids who
Does that ever make you feel old? Like, even though you're not actually
I know
old?
I'm not even old, but I'm like,
I once had a girl.
Movies.
I had a little girl who was in 5th grade. She asked me when 9/11 happened. And I felt very, very old.
Oh, my God.
I was in preschool.
I just feel depressed.
I mean, I don't even think. I existed.
I was
just
in
wasn't conscious.
First grade. I was in first grade.
I don't remember it because I was
just fucking classic Disney movies when I was. Yeah. Okay, hold on. I want to see.
See, I grew up. I grew up watching
Zoe
Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, and the History Channel.
I did Disney Channel, Cartoon Network, and Nickelodeon, but Disney was my main one.
How does everyone feel about?
I never watched it.
It was good back in the day as a little. But it was not. It doesn't hold up.
It was all about Hannah Montana and Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. Those were my shows.
It was
Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
SpongeBob
Drake and Josh.
I would watch Drake and Josh.
Any Cartoon Network show really back in the day.
Courage the Cowardly Dog.
I will say Drake and Josh was classic.
It does scare you.
I didn't watch it.
That's why it's good.
That show was so fucked.
Did you hear? I know they're trying to reboot Courage the Cowardly Dog somewhere.
Oh God.
I don't. Because
and they're also rebooting Samurai Jack on Adult Swim.
Oh, I'm actually excited for that because they've never finished it. So
that was a really good show. It was very stylistic.
Yeah. Well, it's like it had interesting. Like it was a combination of like paintings and animation at the same time.
No, any of you guys watch any of the old Adult Swim stuff?
Yeah, like I made an Adult Swim reference the other day.
What was
I was
it?
like, what the hell? The Mooninites.
Oh yeah,
the Mooninites.
See, I love
from
Harvey
Super
Birdman.
Aqua Hunger Team Force.
Yeah, Harvey Birdman, attorney at law.
Oh, I remember that.
Oh my god, that show is so stupid.
I love that show. I gotta watch it.
That show is so dumb. Oh, fun fact. I don't know if you guys knew this.
Attorney at law.
Matt Peak used to work at Adult
I think
Swim.
it's Seth Green
who
like turns to him and he's like, Matt, get back to editing.
He worked with... Yeah, there was a video of him like, Matt, get back to editing. Get back to work. It's like, wow. Matt Peak.
He looked more lively than he does now.
He's hanging out. Well, yeah, because he was doing real shows, not stupid gameplays.
Getting paid.
No offense.
Omar
no
is
offense.
like
No offense.
somehow listening, and he's like, yeah, shit.
He doesn't show up in here.
Hey.
I know.
Yeah. He just looks at us and discusses.
Yes, so Omar and Adam show up every now and then, but they don't participate.
Yeah. Nah, it's fine. They just watch over us like
you
good
need
fathers.
someone here to kind of police it.
Yeah, because Deacon.
We can go through them when we want our panel for 2017.
yeah, sure.
Josh will vouch for us.
Sure.
Dude,
shout out to Josh.
No.
Dude, I'm just gonna email Bethany when I start hooking us up.
Yeah, we need a.
I'm actually linked to her on LinkedIn through somebody else, and she sent me an invite, and I was like, oh, hey, let's do this.
An invite to what?
On LinkedIn.
An invite to what? Oh, really?
All right, that's step one.
Wow, I don't even have a LinkedIn.
Step 2 is
good for networking.
Step 2, community bite.
We'll do a Kickstarter to pay for it,
where we teach English literature and Shakespeare and all that good stuff. So, Vulture, what's your topic for tonight?
I got stuck in traffic the other day coming back from looking at apartments. And
I'm doing the same thing. I am doing the same thing.
But I had an interesting two people. One guy was a Nazi, like full-blown skinhead, had like 3 or 4 swastikas on his, bald head.
What?
And then the other guy was this guy with this amazing decal. It was sloths. So in his mirrors, like all of them, rear view, side views, he had like red tint over them. And at first I was like, is that blood? And then I...
So did he just kill someone?
Then we got a little bit closer, and I looked like closer to like the driver's side, and it was like the sloth smiling, and like Ice Age sloth. It was an honest to God picture of a sloth holding up its like claws and smiling. And then and I had my head turned sideways to look at him, and I was like, what the hell is this? And he looked over and saw me, and I looked away. And then he pulled up again, like 5 minutes later, and I like glanced again because I wasn't entirely sure what I had seen. And he saw me, and I like put my thumb up, and he was like, gave me like the sup chin. So then after that, I passed him again, and then about maybe 3 or 4 minutes later, he passes me again. I can't remember the exact license plate, but it was SLTHS something. And then there was a picture of a sloth on his bumper. Like he had like a bumper sticker of a sloth.
So it's safe to say this guy likes sloths.
Now this guy was separate from the Nazi, correct?
Do what?
Was he separate from the Nazi?
Yes. Okay. Yeah, they were about 30 minutes apart.
They weren't in the same car associated?
No.
Jesus, I couldn't imagine that, just like a bunch of sloths everywhere. I'm like, I wouldn't know what to do with myself.
I don't think I could ever be interested in something enough to put like a bumper sticker on my car.
Well, I feel like he's like dedicated to like a joke. Items that I live at, there are 3 on my side of the parking lot, and then a couple of other places like throughout the whole entire complex. It's like set up like a garden complex. they all have like a Bill Murray sticker on their rear mirror, and it's our rear mirror, rear glass. That's what we'll say.
Window.
You just hear the banging. It's just like, Jesus, don't need to be so angry, Vulture. It's okay.
I had to Google how to spell answers before I said that earlier. Like, I asked a question and somebody gave me a shitty answer, and it's like, thanks.
And then you bang the table.
Well, I was trying to think.
Oh, so.
But we're talking about things that happened in our personal lives. I can talk about the disappointment yesterday that happened when I failed to acquire a Shooter McGavin bobblehead at my local minor league baseball game.
Oh, man.
So,
yes, tell that story.
I live 20 minutes away from like a minor league baseball stadium in Ohio, and they were having a Shooter McGavin bobblehead night, and Christopher McDonald, the actor who played him, was actually going to be there and sign autographs, and he threw out the first pitch. We walked in maybe like half an hour before the game actually started, and we walked in, and I'm like, where do you think we get the bobbleheads? So I walked back to the entrance and asked somebody, and they're like, yeah, people were lined up for like 2 hours beforehand. There are none left. So they go on eBay for about $60 to $100. So if you want one, go ahead and search for them. They're up now.
Can we talk about Shooter McGavin as the greatest villain?
Shooter McGavin is an amazing villain. History. I wouldn't say the greatest.
Oh, I mean, he's better than Heath Ledger's Joker.
He's definitely
no
more hateable, as if that's a word.
Yeah. Oh, it's his face.
Like, he just looks like a
face.
smug prick.
Well, now you're just hating on the actor, not the character.
No, Chris McDonald's a cool guy.
No, but the character.
I bet he's tired of
Mr. McDonald. Please don't call him by his
Mr.
full name.
McDonald.
It's Mr. McDonald. Come on.
I'm sorry, I disrespected.
Respect. Show her some respect.
Magoose McKenzie as well.
Yeah, Magoose
Back
McKenzie.
in Grease too.
Oh my god. Oh man, dude, I fucking love Shooter McGavin.
They had like trivia to win things, and they were like really easy trivia. You just have to see the movie once, and you'd know it.
I've seen that movie 10 times.
The one trivia I didn't know was the name of his construction worker boss.
Dude, when Adam Sandler gets in a fight with Bob Barker, oh man, that is so funny. That is so funny. Classic. Oh man. Okay, before I just just show you guys how old I am.
You don't sound.
I think. Oh, I'm very old. I'm so old. My life is beating me down. I think Ariel will understand. Life is just beating me to a bloody pulp.
Go ahead and encourage the youngins.
So I think. Does anyone else have anything to add?
I think I've
before we head
topics.
out? Okay. Yeah.
Guys, I think I'm out.
Everyone else. Mary, you good? Anything to plug? Anyone to plug anything before we head out?
Is this, so
go follow.
Watch it again if you want.
Go follow me on Twitter. Go follow me on Twitter at BBBCCCCCD.
How many C's is that?
So
probably be in the suggestions.
5
Go ahead, send me a request on the Rooster Teeth website at Vendetta.
5 C's.
Yeah. I like to
say. You can find me everywhere under the name Vulture Slayer. Everywhere.
Yeah. You definitely sound like a Vulture Slayer.
Yeah, go ahead and do that again.
Okay.
No thanks.
You should just record that and do it like the GG button. Yeah. But instead it's
GG. All right. Well, that's the okay, any final words? I always say bye. Hard cut bye.
Bye.
Come back, please.